Oh, sick. I got the light.
What's an Ort report?
You're allergic to dogs?
Yeah.
This is a good podcast.
This is a good pod right now.
It's a little goth. It's maybe a little bit too goth for me. Do you think it is?
Yeah, you're dressed very AJ Soprano right now.
Oh, my life stinks.
Okay, before we get into this impression, welcome to Bad Egg the Podcast, episode 8.
Welcome to Bad Egg the Podcast with Monica Carroll and me,
And
Dan
Dan Hall.
and our lovely producer, Pat.
St. Patrick.
Saint Patrick.
St. Patrick.
Was that your Irish? That was no good.
It wasn't Irish. It was just sort of like
Saint Patrick. It was
yeah,
like Greek.
I guess maybe it was sort of a racist Greek accent.
What do you think your best? What do you think your best?
First Bad Egg of the night.
What? She got a bad egg? Wait, do I want a bad egg?
That's what we actually never figured out. Do we want bad eggs or not? And second of all, that lore I think is from episodes that maybe were in the Lost Files.
The lost eggs.
Files.
AKA the no audio.
The hidden eggs.
Yeah.
Eh?
Hidden Eggs are just a Dan podcast responding to us. If you love Dan, those are on the Patreon.
Yeah. We should get a Patreon. You guys could pay for my feet, too.
They
If
wouldn't be
want.
the first ones. Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess
that's
you already
right.
got the videos.
Yeah.
His eyes look like what you would imagine if you went to the red light district, like one of the ladies in the windows, like what their eyes look like, just like kind of dead but trying to be sexy.
I sold
That's what his
feet
eyes look like
pics
in
to
that
a
video.
gentleman who cared about me.
It's actually kind of sweet. Dan was going through a really tough time.
I was going through a really tough time.
Yeah.
And it was the best $20 I ever spent.
Pat, St. Patrick. That wasn't
St.
you.
Patrick.
St. Patrick. No, yeah. So I took pictures and videos of my feet, and I like took my
Yeah.
sock off, and like this video of me like stepping over the camera, and I'm
Like,
in
but
my
he's in undies. He's in
I'm
undies.
in undies the whole time.
And he's making so much
I'm being
smoldering
really
eye contact
sexy the whole time.
By the way, with his phone. It's like that's what
Yeah.
you think of it. It's like he just like set his phone up and like was taking off his socks.
I was
and
being
just, like,
real seductive with my sock taken off abilities. And my dad and mother were dead asleep.
in the house.
8 feet down the hall, 6 feet, 4 feet down the hall. We live in a nice, lovely cottage. We added on later on after my great nana died, but
But so this was during the time of the edition.
this was it was way out. It was
way
like
after.
I'm
This
32. I was 30 when this happened. Maybe 29.
Oh,
But
how
we're
old
past
are you?
those times, folks. What?
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, right. That was a long time ago.
Well, it's kind of a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
Not long enough ago.
Not long enough.
No, for it to be in the past, but
Mon, I came prepared.
you came prepared with stuff other than talking about your feet videos.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, I'm not using the phone. You had me write it down.
Yeah, I thought it would look more professional if
Yeah.
we weren't on
So
our
look,
phones.
this is my So we're
Either way, he's going to have to put full attention on this.
Yeah, but it's better to be on a piece of paper than on a phone.
Hey, let me ask you guys: when you guys read a book, right?
Yeah.
When you guys are reading a book and
Yeah.
you're like, okay, line, and then you stop. Do you go? Did you just retain everything you just read?
Not
You're asking if
always.
we, like, are picturing.
Like, do you have to go back and reread?
Sometimes I do. If I'm not that into what's happening and I kind of like am going through and I'm reading, but I'm not retaining, there are times where I do have to go back. But if I'm really enjoying a book, that generally doesn't happen as often.
But Dan is someone who thinks the forgetting is a part of the process every time.
I've read so many books, I don't know what any of them were about.
It's funny. I have a bit that's like loosely based on Dan
Yes.
because, and it's so funny because now he has a bit that's very, not similar, but it's like from his point of view, but now with
Did I steal something?
No, not at all.
Okay, good.
Not at all.
You
No.
said that, and I was like, oh no, because
I
I know
just said-
your bit, and I was like, it's not inverse of
It's not the inverse, but it's similar to thing about like
cuddling up.
you don't know how to read.
Yes, yes. The main
the
topic
through line
there
is you don't know how to read. Because my joke is like, I'm like I'm in the room. Dan's, I just say like a guy's on his computer or whatever. Because Dan used to live with me, and so Dan would be like in the living room on his computer, and I would come in and I'd be like, oh, I'll like I want to read, so I'm gonna sit on the couch and read a book, and while he's editing, and he looked over at me one time and he literally goes, how can you just like sit in silence like that?
It was nuts.
And I was like, I'm reading. I'm like engrossed in what's going on. Like I don't feel like I'm sitting in silence. I'm reading. Like that's an activity.
fucking crazy.
And I was like, and then I would like go on this whole thing. I was like, oh my God, he did so much voice to text. Like, how do you know if someone knows how to read? Like, do you have to get a book report? So I went on like that whole thing. But then Dan has a bit about his girlfriend who's actually Kelsey, knowing how to read.
Yes,
Liking to
she
read.
likes to read, and she likes to get cuddled up and get lost in a good book. And I say, I've been lost in every book.
Yeah,
I've
it's
ever
really
been
funny.
in. Thank you. I wrote it at Thunder Bar, my second year I ever did comedy. I just started bringing it back around. Isn't that crazy?
It's funny
I
how
have
that
a lot
kind
of
of thing
bits
happened.
like that.
I really wish I had thought of getting lost in a book because I was saying like I'm engrossed, and you were like, "That what's so gross about it?" Like it's just a book, like, and that's not that funny. So like that engrossed thing didn't really work, but the lost is so funny.
Lost.
But yeah, I haven't even done that bit in so long, and then you did that, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's the other side of it."
It's from the shooter's perspective.
It's a POV joke.
All right, fuck, marry, kill. Or maybe boop, marry, kill, right? Because we're nice here.
Kiss.
Bad. Kiss, marry, kill.
Kiss, marry, kill.
Kiss, marry, kill is sweet.
Okay.
Seeing, hearing, or touching.
Whoa.
Right? That's a good one.
Now, okay. I guess obviously I have to go based on just that, but I would like to do some questions like, is it about you?
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know, like touching what, seeing what, hearing what.
The senses.
Anything
Just
you want.
any
It's the
senses?
3 senses. Yeah. I mean, like, was it sneezing? What's the nose? Smelling. Smelling. No one. I almost put smelling in, and I was like, no one gives a shit about smelling stuff. If you lose smelling, like, you're fine. You're absolutely beyond fine. You
How
probably
about
have
someone who's never stopped and smelled the roses.
I smell the roses all day. All right, Mon.
So you want to get that taken away from you?
Yeah, oh, yeah, you're right. Fuck. Taste is a big one. Taste is also pretty fucked up. If that one went away, I love food. It's all I have
I
left.
still think I would eat like shit because it's like I'm not just eating because it tastes good. I'm eating because I don't like myself.
I'm a big textures guy. Yeah, whatever you said. I'm a huge textures guy.
You're marrying touch. Okay. Okay, I think I am.
I'm giving us a hard out in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Oh my God!
Move
Quick,
on.
Mon.
Move
quick.
on from fuck, marry, kill.
Okay,
Starting
fine.
from now, 2 minutes.
Fine. Okay, killing touch.
Okay, see you later, touch. I don't need to feel anything ever again. I never do anyway.
I'm fucking hearing,
Okay, that's a good one.
and I'm marrying seeing because I'm wicked into aesthetics.
I think that's mine as well. Thanks for tuning in to the Fuck, Marry, Kill segment of this podcast.
We buzzer beatered that one.
Yeah.
I don't know how to use this yet.
I think you have to let it go.
Derail.
Was that the end of the pod?
Yes.
It was?
Oh.
No, we're 11.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, I got another one.
Fucking segment.
I got a segment. It's I guess it's a stroll down memory lane.
Okay.
What was your coolest day at school? Well, okay, I worded it wrong. What was the day you remembered being the coolest? Like you felt the coolest at school? Do you remember?
I've never had one.
Yeah. Come on, there had to have been one day. What'd you do in high school? You listened to the Pogues? Mom was showing us
That
she
was
loved
middle
the
school.
Pogues.
But I did like the Pogues all through high school. I still like the Pogues. I
still
stand by
likes
the
the
Pogues.
Pogues.
I don't know what you're talking about. He's a genius and he just
I
died.
know, yeah, he's good or whatever, but he's Irish and annoying. Oh, doodle-doo. So tell me your coolest day ever. Come on, there had to have been. Okay.
Oh, well, okay,
can
but it's
spin it.
from like literally pre-K.
Okay.
So for my birthday, my grandmother got flowers delivered to me, and they were so cute. They were in this basket, and it also had balloons on it for my birthday because that's all she asked what I wanted for my birthday. I said I just want flowers, and so she had flowers delivered to my pre-K, and I was walking around with a basket of flowers all day, and it's just so sweet, and I was so cool.
You're all right. Yeah, what the hell's going on?
No, I just think it's so sweet.
I didn't think this would invoke this. All right, how about your
Fine,
most...
what's your coolest day at school? I bet
My
you have one
coolest
locked
day-
and loaded. Yeah, I bet you were so fucking cool.
My
You were
coolest...
in a movie in high school.
Yeah, I was in a movie. That wasn't even my coolest day. That should have been my coolest day. But
What was your coolest day?
I shaved my head for a musical
Cool.
in high school, for high school musical. And for some reason...
What were you, the basketball?
I was... Don't fucking do that here. Not on this one. Mom, we had a team meeting before. We were also no. I was the coach. I was Zac Efron's dad, who didn't want him to be gay and be in fucking musicals. That's
okay.
kind of the plot, so I can say stuff like that.
Yeah, no, it's okay. He was a homophobic. He was a flawed character
But basically when I joined theater, I was like, I'm the fucking man.
because you were like not typical theater kid. Although you are kind of typical
Yes.
theater kid.
That's how I feel at the comedy studio, to be honest.
Yeah.
I walk in, I'm like, I'm tough to these people.
You seem tough. Like I've told you before.
Trust me, you are not.
Not tough. I'm legit not tough at all.
Pat just tried to horn his own joke.
Pat gets a bad egg.
Volume was down. I played myself.
The fucking wow, that was so funny.
Oh, that is cool. So everyone was like, "Whoa, you're so method."
Well,
like,
I shaved my head into a unicorn. So
you mean like a horseshoe?
Yeah, a horseshoe, not a unicorn. Whatever.
I shaved my head into a unicorn shoe.
Yeah, so I was like people like looked at me a lot, and I was like, you know what? I like this a lot. Let's try this until you're at least 35.
Acting.
Yeah, like in all the performance and all the shit we do.
Actually, that does bring to mind my High School Musical experience, which I didn't do plays in high school because I was playing sports. And and so
I threw Jav and I was on tech, dude. That's no excuse.
Jav?
Wait, you're telling me that she got into Emerson without all these extracurriculars, but I busted my ass playing Jav. And I'm going.
Well, I was the
That's
captain of the women's
pissed.
lacrosse team, and I mean, I'm not the captain of the women's. I was captain of the swim team, and I did lacrosse, and I did do. Actually, I did tech for this fall musical, but that's because Jav is a spring sport.
All HOs, baby. Spring musicals. What are you talking about?
We didn't have a spring musical. We had fall musical, spring play. Anyway,
I played
so
football.
We did Les Mis
because I got 6 concussions.
Okay, guys, I'm trying to tell you my story.
Sorry, go ahead.
We did Les Mis my freshman year, and because it was such an involved musical, they actually had to push it, and so I was able to be on run crew. Like signed up late, and I was able to be on run crew. And the coolest thing was I was there was only 2 of us on the run crew who could fit into the random costumes that they got extra, and they wanted us to wear like soldier costumes. Okay. And so that was like so sick. And so I used to do this thing where I would have all my hair tucked up into my hat, and I would take it off and let it kind of like go like this.
You'd Mulan everyone.
Yeah, but only
and
but
like get interviewed for the local paper.
After I got off stage, I did like backstage to like I guess pretend I was hot. I don't really know.
Okay.
So that I felt cool about.
Yeah, theater kids, that's like when I started kissing girls and stuff, like a lot. You know what I mean? Because I was like cool in theater. Not a lot of dudes in theater. So when you're one of like 3 guys in theater and you're not gay, you can clean up.
Yeah, you could clean up. No one
Bunch
tried
of
to.
psychos is what it is.
No one did try to clean me up, so that was tough.
Bunch of fucking nut bars in band and.
Are you making fun
theater.
of high school girls that you dated briefly?
High school theater
What's
girls.
happening?
Yes.
They're all crazy. and
They're
you're
all
normal?
crazy.
Okay. By the way, you've said that about
A few people. I've said that about a handful.
And I think maybe you were a common denominator.
I'm not a common denominator. I'm a healthy.
We're in a relationship with all of them.
I'm with Dan on this one,
Thank
dude.
you, Patrick. St. Patrick coming in for the win. You get a good egg, my good man.
That's a classic red flag if someone's like, oh, yeah, every girl I've been with is nuts.
Okay, but that's like a guy. That's what every guy says.
Yeah, all guys are red flags.
Yeah, most of them. But like, you know,
you are a red flag until you just happen to be with a girl who's like awesome.
like is nice and stuff.
Yeah, and you're being nice to her. If you were mean to her, she might have been
It's so funny.
rude to you.
We'll have moments where I'm like if we we'll have like big talks about something.
Really?
We don't have fights. Like the closest thing we've had to a fight is like we stopped talking for a minute and then literally came back in the room and it was like we had this big talk about whatever. And I was like, you know what's funny? I would have like
killing me not to know the details, but it's not a it's killing me, but I know not to ask. Okay, go ahead.
Nothing
no, it's killing me.
It's nothing crazy. You'd actually be shocked by it. It was just like she like loses her mind about like political things, like social war. Like
I mean, I agree with her like 1,000%.
Sure, like
everything she posts, but she does seem to be very
she's very into social justice,
passionate about it. Yeah,
I'm not. Like, and I'm just like, you're gonna lose your mind doing this all the time. Like, that was what the argument was about. But like, we both kind of came.
But
to
do you at least like
senses.
affirm and be like, yeah, but you are right. You affirm that she's right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, no doubt. But because
And welcome to the last episode.
You think she's right?
I'm like, yeah, she's right.
I'm holding a gun at Dan.
She's fucking right. She's right. Hit the horn. But no, yeah. Back in the day, I would like punch a wall and like be not her. I didn't never do
with
such
that
a thing.
kind of disagreement of like.
Well, yeah, it would just get out of hand and like just get to this point where I was like not being heard and like felt like an enemy to the situation. Where in reality, it's just like 2 adults should have a conversation.
Yeah, that feels like people being like more grown ups because it's like it also sounds like if somebody was maybe less like very temperamental in situations or whatever,
Yes.
you also rose to that level sometimes.
Yeah. I was like Kirby.
it
in
wasn't just
fights
the
with
person.
girlfriends.
Yeah.
I was like Kirby in fights with girlfriends. I'm like, what did you want from me?
I just motioned for Dan to move his microphone in further into the middle of the table, and he just decided to repeat louder.
I moved in. But yep, we're all better now.
I can't wait to. I won't say it.
Yeah.
Can't wait to buy a ring.
I know.
It's so funny.
Me too. Yeah, it's
I
exciting.
can't wait for you to do that. It's gonna be so sick.
I want a kid.
What the fuck are you doing?
What? No, it's fine.
Okay.
No, well, I mean,
I don't care.
I'm excited for you guys to continue your lovely life together.
She knows I'm getting her a ring, you know? Like,
Yeah,
we've
it's a
talked
matter of
about
time.
getting married. It's not like a, you
It's
know.
not a surprise.
Yeah. How I'm going to do it, though, that's a surprise to both of us.
All right, what else you got on there?
Oh, we still got more time to fill?
It's not to
Yeah,
fill.
we,
We're
yeah,
doing
we
a
have like
podcast.
no, we have like 12 minutes.
Okay. Would you rather be able to teleport anywhere but always arrive soaking wet, or take the long route and arrive completely dry?
Teleport, soaking wet.
Okay. You
What
got
was the second option?
long route, but you're dry.
So that's regular life. Like it's not the long route. It's just regular getting there.
It's really what you're soaking wet from. Like, is it the sweat of teleporting? Swellaporting?
That's
Sweataporting?
Sweataport.
it's your riddle.
I guess it's.
It's up
I
to
was
you.
thinking maybe it was like it was always summer and it was salt water from the ocean.
Okay.
That's what I was kind of.
You got to travel through.
Yeah, because I probably wouldn't teleport in the winter if I was going to arrive soaking wet. But if I'm arriving indoors,
Sweat I feel like sweat's an interesting one because it's not like you can just dry off. You need a shower and shit.
Yeah, if it's sweat, you're
you don't
fucked.
need to. You can just be gross.
Yeah, that's fair.
You don't want to be a grub. My mother would call that you're a grub. You're
I've
not-
been grubby. I've been known to be kind of grubby in the past.
Or if your fingernails were ever dirty, she'd go, oh, you grub.
I'm a grub.
You're a grub.
Yeah, I'll go. In college, I used to go, like, I'd practice, then go right to class. And then I might have to practice again afterwards and maybe not shower until the next day.
Here's the thing I've learned. Girls are disgusting. Girls are just as gross as us boys. And that's what I've been figuring out living with gals in my
You have a
life.
sister. How did you not know that?
I don't know. She just was like this little.
She was clean.
She wasn't like a princess, but like. Never mind.
He's just remembering now. Like, it's not flashbacks. He's like, oh my god.
Yeah, no, girls are gross.
No, yeah, girls are nasty.
Okay. Well, we're just all human beings.
Ew, girls. I didn't like girls for like a long time. Like I remember boys
What do you
being like
mean?
into girls, like in middle school, like listening to the.
Oh, you were just
Pogues.
like kind of like.
And-
Girls are so annoying. They're like listening to the Pogues.
Like, I don't listen to the deep cuts, okay? But no, like I remember like middle school being like the first girlfriend I had, they were like not pushed upon me, but they were like
They had a crush on you, and they were like, "Will you go out with me?"
was like involved
Yeah, of
in our
course.
relationship somehow or another.
Well, that's
And I was
because
like, I don't want to do this.
that's because it wasn't a relationship. It was, do you like me back?
It was a
and you kinda
conversation
have
on
to say
AIM
yes.
once a night
Oh.
on AIM, and you had to put them in your profile, your bio. If you didn't put less than 3 in your profile, and then whatever girl's name it was that week. That's something my dad would do. Anyway, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now,
Yeah, the worst thing I ever did, I think, is one time in 6th grade, a kid dropped a note into my locker like, "Will you go out with me? Yes or no?"
ooh, that's cool.
And then I wrote my own box and said, "Hell no,"
What?
and I put it back in his locker.
You're so mean.
So mean.
That's like the coolest thing ever. That was the day you were the coolest.
No, I felt like such an asshole after. I felt so bad afterwards.
It's funny you went to school.
I still feel bad about it. It's literally 20 years later.
It's funny you went
More
to
than 20 years
school
later.
during it.
He's
Who is he now?
he's actually very successful, and he's in like a band that tours. That's like all he does is he's in a band.
Damn it! What band?
Come on, you could have hooked it up for them.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me check.
Is it the Pogues? You dated the guy from the Pogues?
Yeah, right. Like I would have said, hell no, to the guy that poked.
It's funny you were in school in a time that you sent notes to each other and not text.
Yeah, I mean, I had a cell phone in 7th grade, but it
Too.
didn't receive text messaging. Yeah, my mom set it to only phone.
What was your first phones?
It was just like I don't
Motorola
know what it
flip,
was
maybe.
called because I was like I don't even know. I was like 12, but it was just like a little regular phone. It did have Snake on it. It did have snake on
She's
it.
lying. She didn't have a phone.
She didn't have a fucking.
She didn't have a phone until senior year. If you don't remember your first, dude, I had the Envy.
This band?
Ooh,
First
that
Envy,
is
the flip
sick.
fucking keyboard thing.
No, I don't know who they are, but they're kind of scary.
Really scary.
They're really scary, like horrorcore.
Who is that? Oh, is that the guy you missed out
Yeah.
on?
And is it the clown?
No, it's that.
Shout him out. Who is he?
Oh, Mom!
I know he's
Shout him out.
he's
Shout-
actually
shout him
adorable.
out. Shout
I
him
don't
out.
want to shout him out. That seems crazy.
He's a little cutie.
Yeah, he's cute. I think I was just being like a little bitch. Like I don't know what was going on that day. You know what I mean? Like that's the worst part though, because you know that like I'm sure he's fine. Do you know what I mean? Like he's fine,
Yeah.
but some people like that would
Still
like
looks
really
heartbroken.
All of his songs are about that moment.
no, but like, that would really affect some people like longer term if they didn't turn out to be like cool or whatever. Like that might have like. I'm glad I didn't do that. That wasn't like what I was doing all the time. I'm so glad.
Yeah. I got
And he ended up being tall, so that's good for him.
Sounds like a lot of
Yeah, that helped a
coping on
lot.
Monica's.
you.
Mm.
So you'd want to teleport soaking wet? Is what, is what you're trying to tell me? Am I still hooked in?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't hear myself. Can you
Yeah,
guys
y-
hear me?
I can, but it's also you're right next to me, so it's hard for me to
I
tell.
turned you guys down.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Oh, there
That
they
makes-
are.
Hey, there I
Oh,
am.
there's the voice.
Sorry,
I
I didn't
feel
want to
like-
intrude.
I feel like I should have put all of us. So I put the volumes on the mics up.
Yeah.
I feel like it should have been high. I had us halfway. I think that was half the battle for. I'm producing the podcast on the podcast. We can move on.
Uh-oh.
We're both so intrigued. We're like, okay, yes. All right, those are all my notes.
Great.
That's all I got for us.
Good pod.
Yeah, that was a good one. That felt exciting and excitable.
I think you guys have like 10 more minutes if you want to take it.
Oh my Christ!
Oh, yeah.
Unless this is like a slow ass timer, but 10 minutes.
All right.
looks
We'll
like.
keep going.
Okay.
We can wrap up if you need to.
No. We don't need to. I
Oh, I had one, but I was gonna save it for the next one. But like maybe we can do two, because it's gendered, if that makes sense. It's okay.
no,
so,
nothing that you've said so far makes sense.
I'm with
okay,
you, Dan.
so
I get it.
so staying with the cool theme,
Oh, okay. It's a
Okay.
theme.
staying with the cool theme,
Mhm.
we build the coolest guy we can think of.
Okay.
What do you think?
And that brings us to the end of the podcast.
Oh. Well, the next one's a woman, the coolest woman you can.
And then the next one's the coolest non-binary.
That's
person.
right. They're all cool. That's why I didn't.
That is
put
so
them
true.
in the
It's no need.
category.
We don't need to build them up. They're the
Safe.
coolest people.
Thanks for listening to the Bad Egg Podcast. I've been your host, Dan Hall, and your main host, Monica Carroll, and the producer, Pat Saint Patrick. And this has been Bad Egg. Good night.
Good night.
Keep them scrambled.
There it
Oh
is.
yeah, keep it scrambled. Yeah.
There
of
it
course.
is.